Hello learners, I'm Akash. I completed my BTech from NIT Rourkela in the year 2020. Currently, I'm a mathematics teacher. Now let us see how to solve this given question. Here, the range of random variable capital X is 0, 1, 2. It means what? Capital X can have three values. Capital X can be 0, capital X can be 1, capital X can be 2. That's it. Okay. That is the range for capital X. Fine. Next, what did they give? Given that P of probability that capital X is 0 is 3c cube. P of capital X equal to 1 means probability that capital X is 1 is 4c minus 10 square, and probability that capital X is 2 is 5c minus 1. Listen, understand this basic logic. We have to find out value of c and all this. We'll do that. First, understand the basic logic. The basic logic is that whenever in any situation the sum of probabilities of various cases is always 1. The sum of probabilities of various cases is always 1. Okay, in a given situation. For example, let's say you will toss a coin. Probability of getting a head is 1 by 2. Probability of getting a tail is 1 by 2. Sum of probabilities is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, it is 1. Let's say you roll a die. The probability of getting 1 is 1 by 6. Probability of getting 2 is 1 by 6. Like that, you get probability of getting a 6 is also 1 by 6. So sum of the probabilities is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, 6 times. So 6 into 1 by 6 is 1. So likewise, now why did I tell this to you? Capital X can have three values, 0, 1, 2. So probability that capital X can be 0 plus probability that capital X is 1 and probability that capital X plus is 2. The sum of these probabilities is equal to 1. The sum of the probabilities is equal to 1. Hope this concept is clear. Some sigma p of x equal to xi is 1. This is what it means. Sum of probabilities is 1. So p of x equal to 0 plus p of x equal to 1 plus p of x equal to 2 is 1. Okay. This I already explained. Probability that x is 0, x is 1 and x is 2. The sum of these probabilities is 1. Now just substitute. Probability that x is 0 is 3c cube, x is 1 is 4c minus 10 square, and x is 2 is this 5c minus 1 is 1. Now see if there are any terms like 4c and 5c, that's 9c. So what I'd get is this 3c cube minus 10c square plus 9c minus 1, get this 1 to the LHS, minus 1. So ultimately I'd get this minus 1 is minus 2. So here I have a cubic equation. Now how to get its roots? We have to guess one root actually. First we have to guess one of the roots. You can just guess it. You can put c as 0. Is it satisfying? No. The LHS will be minus 2. If you'll put c as 1, in this. So what will I get? 3 into 1 cube is 3 minus 10 into c square. So minus 10 plus 9 into 1 is 9 minus 2. So 3 minus 10 is minus 7, minus 7 plus 9 is plus 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. That means what? C equal to 1 is satisfying this equation. C equal to 1 is satisfying the above equation. That means what? C equal to 1 is the root of the above equation, and C minus 1 is a factor, and C minus 1 is a factor. Now next, what is the technique? Here I'm going to use something known as synthetic division. Okay, I don't know if you know that. If you know, it's well and good, but still I'll explain to you how it works. See, whenever you get one factor, okay, like c minus 1 is a factor, we got it, and we have to find out the other two factors, then what we can do, or basically if we want to find out other two roots for this equation, what we can do is just divide the given equation by one of the known factor. If you'll do that, you can find out the remaining. How? Check it out. Divide 3c cube minus 10c square plus 9c minus 2 by c minus 1 by with synthetic division method. Now what is this method? Listen carefully. In this method, we'll put two lines like this. Next, write down the coefficients of c cube, c square, c and constant. Okay, the coefficients of c cube, c square, c and the constant. What is the coefficient of c cube? 3. So 3 c square, beside c square I have minus 10, and beside c I have 9 and then minus 2. So 3 minus 10, 9 and minus 2. This is what I have. Next, What is my factor? My factor is c minus 1. C minus 1 means, if factor is c minus 1, that means what? C is 1, right? So put 1 here. Okay, now how to start in this method? First put a 0 below 3. What is 3 plus 0? 3. Now start multiplying. 3 into 1 is 3. That will come here. Minus 10 plus 3 is minus 7. That will come here. Again, minus 7 into 1. Minus 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. 2 into 1, 2. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. If you do everything right, you will get a 0 here. That means what? That means what? These are nothing. This is nothing but coefficient of c square. This is coefficient of c, and this is our constant. So basically 3c cube minus 10c square plus 9c minus 2 can be written as c minus 1 into this 3c square minus 7c plus 2. I hope it makes sense to you. Hope this is making some sense. Fine. Now next. We have to factorize this. If you remember our original equation, it was this. Now, but what did I get? 3c cube minus 10c square plus 9c minus 2 is nothing but this. So in place of this, I can write this c minus 1 into 3c square minus 7c plus 2. Now start factorizing this. 3 into 2 is 6. So this I can write it as minus 6c minus c. Now in these two terms, 3c square and minus 6c, I can take 3c common, and here in these two terms take minus 1 common. So 3c into c minus 2 minus 1 into c minus 2 is 0. Okay, till here things are clear. Now next. So if you'll take c minus 2 common, you will get c minus 1, c minus 2, 3c minus 1. So what are the values of c basically? C minus 1 is 0, so c will be 1. C minus 2 is 0, so c will be 2. And 3c minus 1 is 0, that means 3c is 1c. 3c minus 1 is 0, that is one case. So 3c is 1, that means c is 1 by 3. This is one more case. So c has 3, so c can be 1, 2, 1 by 3. Now what will be the value of c? What will be the value of c? If you remember, the probability of capital X equal to 0 was 3c cube. Okay, the probability of capital X equal to 0, it was given to be 3c cube. Now see, if you will put c as 1, probability that capital X is 0 will become 3 into 1 cube, which is 3. Can probability ever be greater than 1? No. If you will put c as 2, 3 into 2 cube, which is 3 into 8, 24. Can probability be greater than 1? Not possible. But c equal to 1 by 3, if you will put c equal to 1 by 3, so 3 into 1 by 3 whole cube, that means 3 into 1 by 27, that is 3, that you will get 1 by 9. 3 into 1 by 27 is 1 by 9. So you see, basically c equal to 1 by 3 is our only option. Otherwise, if you'll take c to be 1 or 2, the probability is going to be greater than 1, which doesn't make sense, as probability should be always less than or equal to 1. Or you can say probability should not be greater than 1. No. Now we got the value of c. Next, they asked us to find out p of x less than 1. Now see, p of x less than 1. Understand. Capital X can, what are the values that capital X can take? 0, 1, 2. Now x less than 1 means capital X can only be 0. In the three possibilities, capital X can only be 0. So p of x less than 1 is p of capital X equal to 0. Probability that capital X is 0 is 3c cube. Okay. Now c is 1 by 3. Just substitute 3 into 1 by 27. 3 ones are 3 nines are, and that's 1 by 9. For one of the things is done. Next, they asked us to find out probability of 1 less than capital X less than or equal to 2. That means what? Capital X, again, look at the set of values that capital X can take. Capital X can be 0, 1, 2. Can capital X be 0 here? No, because 0, it should be greater than 1. Can capital X be 1 here? No, because it should be greater than 1. Can capital X be 2? Yes, because it is less than or equal to 2. So that's our only possibility. So this probability is nothing but probability that capital X equal to 2, and that is 4. That is nothing but 5c minus 1. You can refer to the question. So 5 into 1 by 3 minus 1, 5 by 3 minus 1, and that would be 2 by 3. Done. Now next, probability that capital 0 less than capital X less than or equal to 3. Again, what are the set of values possible for capital X? Capital X can be 0, 1, 2. Now, they want capital X to be greater than 0, so capital X cannot be 0. They want so in between 0 and 3. So 1 is okay, capital X can be 1, 1 is less than or equal to 3, and 2 is also less than or equal to 3. That's it. There is no 3. There is no 3. Okay, capital X cannot be 3. So it doesn't make sense that capital X can be 3. In a capital X can only be 0, 1, 2. So you have to check in the given condition whatever is possible. Hope I'm making sense to you. So capital X can be 1 or capital X can be 2. So this probability is nothing but probability that capital X can be 1 plus probability that capital X can be 2. So this is 4c minus 10 square and this is 5c minus 1. 4c plus 5c is 9c minus 10 square minus 1. C is 1 by 3, just substituted 9 into 1 by 3 minus 10 into 1 by 3 square. 3 ones are 3 3s are, so 3 minus 10 by 9, 10 into 1 by 9, 10 by 9. 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 minus 10 by 9. Take LCM, 2 9s are 18 minus 10 by 9, so 8 by 9. That's it. These were the things that they asked us to find out, and we are done. Hope you understood the sum at least a little instead of just mugging up what is happening and what. Because if you'll just mug up first is capital X equal to 0, next capital X equal to 1, like that, if you'll mug up, there is a good chance that you can forget things. But if you'll understand the logic and what is happening, what is the set of value, what are the set of values which capital X can take, and why only C is 1 by 3, all this, if you'll understand things logically, okay, if you'll understand things logically, it will help you to remember things for a longer time. Okay, now on that note, let me end it here. In case you like this video, please hit the like button. It will encourage me to make many more of such videos. And if this is your first time coming across to my channel, please do subscribe to it. Once again, thank you.